Adam made it through, he ghosted.
It was a night like no other, cold, silent, and shrouded in an eerie mist. Halloween had come to Hollow Creek, a small town where every house wore a mask of decaying pumpkins and crooked lanterns, casting long, skeletal shadows on the streets. Lena never believed in the town's ghost stories, the rumors of a spirit that haunted Hollow Creek every Halloween, luring people into the woods. But tonight, something felt wrong. Her group of friends had gathered near the old mill, planning to trick or treat. As the fog thickened, Matt, her childhood friend, suggested, "Let's split up, meet at the abandoned church later." Reluctantly, Lena agreed, and they scattered into the mist. She wandered deeper into the woods, excitement fading as the darkness grew more oppressive. The wind began to howl, its cold breath wrapping around her like fingers. Then the whispers started, soft at first like distant voices. "Leave now." Lena paused, her heart racing. The voices seemed to be coming from every direction, drawing her further into the trees. As she stood frozen, the whispers grew clearer. "You shouldn't have come. Leave now." Her pulse quickened. The voice sounded like a child's, thin, hollow, and desperate. Lena turned to leave, but her feet felt heavy, the ground beneath her strangely soft, like it was pulling her deeper. Suddenly, glowing eyes blinked from the shadows, then vanished. Her breath caught in her throat. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching her, waiting. The fog thickened, wrapping around her skin. She tried to call out to her friends, but her voice was swallowed by the growing silence. Then, a low, guttural moan echoed from behind her. Lena slowly turned around. A tall figure stood just a few feet away, too tall to be human. Its face was hidden beneath a mask made of decaying bark and rotting leaves. Its long arms hung unnaturally by its sides, fingers ending in grotesque, sharp nails. The whispers returned, now frantic, growing louder and more urgent. "You should have stayed away. The woods are hungry." Lena's throat tightened. She backed away, but the figure followed, its movements jerky, unnatural. The earth beneath her feet seemed to soften, pulling her deeper into the ground. She stumbled, her legs sinking into the mud. "Leave now, or you will be lost forever," the voice whispered, but it was too late. Lena could feel the earth pulling her down. The ground gave way, and with a scream, Lena tumbled into a pit, landing with a sickening thud. She tried to push herself up, but the mud clung to her, pulling her deeper. Panicked, she grasped at the slick walls of the pit, but there was no escape. The whispers were now a cacophony of voices, chanting in unison. "The woods claim what they want, and tonight it wants you." A laugh, low, guttural, not human, echoed from the darkness below. The figure stood at the edge of the pit, its hollow eyes glowing with an unnatural light. Slowly, Lena's eyes widened as she realized what was happening. The ground around her began to move. Roots, thick and gnarled, twisted upward from the dirt, snaking around her legs, her arms. She fought them, but the more she struggled, the tighter they gripped. Her breath came in sharp gasps, her body sinking deeper into the earth, into the waiting darkness. The last thing Lena saw was the figure above her, its head tilted back in a silent, twisted scream. Then everything went black. The next morning, when the sun rose over Hollow Creek, there was no sign of Lena, no trace of her. The woods had claimed her. Every Halloween night, the whispers of Hollow Creek can still be heard, calling out to anyone foolish enough to wander too far into the woods. The woods are hungry, and on every foggy Halloween night, someone new always listens.